Mangal Bhavan Amangal Hari, Dravahu Dashrath Ajar Bihari. Om Tulsi Dasai Nama, Om Valmikya Nama, Om Gauripataye Nama, Om Sapatnakaya Laxmane Nama, Om Shatrugnya Nama. Salutations to the wife. Om Hanumat Nama. This Ramkatha is that great mantra to destroy the snake in the form of humans, which also destroys the Mahadaran Khote Arko written by Nidhi. This dispels the darkness of the form, just as the darkness of the night is dispelled by the rays of the sun. Therefore, this servant is like a cloud to follow the cultivation of paddy. This desire is like a kalpavriksha to give the object, and to serve means to give happiness like Vishnu and Shivji by saying, listening and thinking. It is like the stars in the heart-like sky of the best poets, and for the devotees of Ram, it is like their life wealth. It is equal to the unlimited enjoyment of all virtuous sacrificial fruits and is equal to the unblemished sages in doing good to the world. Like a swan in Mansarovar in the form of servants, devotees, and like the waves of Sri Gangaji to purify. This Ram Katha is a fierce fire to burn the fuel of Kaliyug's hypocrisy. Hypocrisy along with hypocrisy and all hypocrisy. In this way, this beautiful character of Sri Ramji is pleasing to all ordinary people like the rays of the moon. In this, the mind of a gentleman is engaged like Chakor, or as Chakor's mind is longing for fire, similarly the mind of saints is engaged in the contemplation of this character of Ram. This is the thing of special benefit and great benefit for them. Therefore, the way Bhavani Shri Parvatiji had asked the question and the method by which Shri Shankarji had described it in detail. I will tell all the reasons by singing it in the manner of a story and making it with a strange arrangement of verses. Those who have not heard this story, they will not be surprised to hear anything. Because those who are knowledgeable, they do not get surprise after listening to this story because they know this very well and have faith in their mind that there is no limit to the story of Sriramchandraji in this world. Because there have been many incarnations of Sriramchandraji or continue to be in many forms, due to this the number of Ramayana is immense, equal to Shatakoti, 100 crore. That's why the sages have sung the pleasant character of this Kalpabhed of the Lord in many ways. That's why don't have any kind of doubt considering this in your mind and listen to this story with respect and love. Sriramchandraji is infinite and his qualities are also infinite, and the expansion of his story it is also immense. So those who have pure thoughts will not be surprised to hear this story. Thus removing all doubts and applying the dust of the lotus feet of Sri Guru Maharaj on my head, I pray with folded hands, so that I may not have any fault in composing the story. Now bowing my head respectfully at the feet of Sri Mahadevji, I describe in detail the most holy character of Sri Ramchandraji. In Samvat 1631, I begin this story by placing my head on the feet of Sri Hari. This character was revealed in Ayodhya Puri on Chaitra Shukla Navami Tuesday, the day Sri Ramchandraji is born. The Vedas say that at that time all pilgrims come there. Asura Nagkhag Nar Muni Deva. Not only this, Asuras, snakes, birds, humans, sages and gods also come there and serve Sri Ramchandraji. There Sujan people compose birth festivals and in every way sing the charming character of Sri Ramchandraji. Where a group of many gentlemen bathe in the holy Saryu water. The beautiful Shyam of Sri Ramchandraji, holding the body in the heart, chanting his name. Vedas and Puranas say that by seeing Sri Saryuji, taking bath and having refreshments etc. takes away the sins of the glory of that most holy Saryu is so immense that the one who even Sharada, Saraswatiji, with wisdom cannot say, because Ayodhya, which gives the abode of Sri Ramchandraji there, is very beautiful, its purity is visible in the world, is known in all the worlds. There are 4 types in the world, Svedaj, Andaj, Udbij and Jarayuj, all the infinite souls who leave their bodies in Ayodhya do not enter the world again. Therefore, knowing Ayodhyapuri to be beautiful in every way and the provider of all achievements and the mine of auspiciousness, this Vimal Katha has been started here, listening to which lust, desire and pride are destroyed. Its name is Ramcharitmanas, listening to it gives special relief. When a man like elephant burning in Pierupi Davagni falls into it, then it dries up. Because Sri Shankarji has composed this most holy and pleasant Ramcharitmanas, which has been liked by the Nayans earlier. It is the destroyer of all the three types of defects, physical, divine and physical, and the one who destroys all the sins of Kali including the crushes of Kali. Shivji first composed it and kept it in his mind, and after getting a good time told Shri Parvatiji. Because of this, being pleased in his heart, Shivji named it Ramcharitmanas. I tell the same pleasant story, O gentlemen. Listen carefully. The way this Ramcharitmanas has originated and because of which it has been so much publicized in the world. Now I narrate all those incidents by remembering Shri Shivji and Shri Parvatiji. By the grace of Shri Shivji, now a beautiful enthusiasm is coming in my intellect that I am Tulsidas becoming the poet of this Ramcharitmanas. As far as I can, I will make it very beautiful with my imagination. Even then, if there is any mistake in it, then you gentlemen can correct it with a steady mind. Because the management of this Ramcharitmanas is like Mansarovar, in it the beautiful intellect inside the deep heart is the ground, earth. Vedas and Puranas are the ocean and saints are like clouds. They shower the best water in the form of son of Sriramchandraji, which is very sweet and mind-busting and is the root cause of auspiciousness. And Leela, the description of God's personal pastimes in this is the cleanliness of that water, which destroys the sewage, sin, and the description of God's love and devotion is the sweetness and coolness of that water. That water is beneficial for virtuous paddy, and that is the life of the devotees of Sri Ramchandraji, and the same holy water spreads on the earth in the form of intellect and flows gracefully through the path of ears, due to which he fills his mind and settles in the beautiful place of the heart, just as the water of the lake becomes clean after the arrival of autumn. In the same way it will become pure and cool there after getting the satsang etc. The most beautiful 4 dialogues kept in it. There are 4 such ghats of this holy beautiful lake which suddenly fascinate the mind. Chari Manohar Ghat are these -1. Shiva Parvati Dialogue, 2. Kakbushundi Garuda Samvad, 3. Yajnavalkya Bhardwaj Dialogue, 4. There is a dialogue between Goswami Tulsidas and the audience or Tulsidasji and Sri Guru Maharaj. This, the Sapta Prabandha, are the 7 scandals, the same, 7 sopan, are the 7 stairs, on seeing which the mind attains peace. The unobstructed glory of Sri Ramchandraji beyond the 3 qualities, that is the depth of this superior water. Now I describe the same. See. The description of Sriramchandraji's fame in this is the beautiful water like nectar, and the similes that will come in between are the luxury of the beautiful waves of that water. The beautiful quadrupeds in it are in this Mansarovar in the form of intense Purine, Kamalini, and in that the poet's trick should be considered like a beautiful pearl. Oh, as the pleasant glimpse of pearls is present in the shells, similarly its cattle should be known to be full of natural qualities in the verses. Soratha and couplets in it are the beautiful lotuses of many colors blooming in this Manasarovar, whose meaning is in unique, natural and beautiful languages. These verses are the same fragrant dust like flowers lying on lotuses, on which the row of virtuous bumblebees always wanders. And the thoughts of knowledge and disinterestedness included in it are swans. The 4 distinctions of poetry, sound, avareg, Guna and caste are the many types of beautiful fishes of this Ramcharitmanas, on seeing which the mind gets fascinated. In this, Artha, Dharma, Kama and Moksha are being described from the ideas of knowledge science, in which are the 9 rasas of poetry like Shranga, Veer, Rodra, Vibhatsa etc. And the description of Japa, Tapa, Yoga and Vairagya etc. They are the beautiful aquatic creatures of this Mansarovar. In this, those pious souls who always glorify the name of Sri Ramchandraji, they get the place of strange water birds, and the assembly of those saints is like a beautiful Amrai garden around the Il Sarovar and their devotion, that is the beautiful spring season. Those sages who keep on describing in detail the form of Bhav Bhakti i.e. Bhakti in many ways, that discussion itself is spread like Lata belly on this Ramcharitmanas with its branches of forgiveness, strength and kindness. In this, self-control is the flower and knowledge is the fruit. In the feet of God there is the same love and juice which the Vedas have spoken about. Not here, there are many other stories and works in this. Colorful sukha, sugar, and cuckoo etc. are in the form of birds. In this way, the above flower beds of Ramcharitmanas and the beautiful Vihan parrot, Maina, Chatak etc. Colorful birds are coming happily, and in it the beautiful gardener with his eyes full of love in the form of love. One who sings this character carefully, be it the wise keeper of this pond or the man who always listens to it, is like the deities in this mind. They don't go near it, because they are interested in sensual pleasures and there is no story related to the subject for them. That's why the hearts of those ravens and storks who thought of themselves as coming here is. Because it is very difficult to come near this lake, without the grace of Sri Ramchandra does not come from, because they live in Kusang and their bad path is their treasure. That is why their words are as if they are like tigers, lions and snakes. If they are, then where is their time? Many inaccessible forests of attachment, pride and pride come in their way and they get swept away in the fierce river of wells. Therefore, for those who are devoid of faith and devotion and who have never had company with good men and who are not dear to Sri Ramji, this mind is very dangerous for them. Sometimes, wherever someone goes, they are tied up as soon as they go. It seems to be very big, and in all this, without taking place in drinking water, we walk. In this way, they are not able to eat food in that lake and they come with pride. If someone comes again and asks, say, brother, did you go to the lake to do neither? How was it? Instead of doing their own fault, they just blaspheme the lake. But the one whom Sri Ramchandraji looks at with his kindness, all the obstacles do not affect him. Then he bathes in this lake with love and he never gets burnt by all the 3 heats, physical, divine and physical. Then those men, who have good feelings in the character of Sriramchandraji, never leave this lake. Therefore, those men who want to bathe in this lake, they should engage themselves in satsang, i.e. good men. It is believed that by seeing with inner love and with the eyes of the heart and bathing in it, the intellect of the poet became pure. Then such a wave of joy arose in his heart that he walked in the stream of that love. Then for him this river in the form of poetry was always filled with the holy water of fame of Sriramchandraji. The name of such a poetry like river is Saryu, river, which is the origin of all good wishes, and its 2 banks are Lok and Ved. This holy poem that has emerged from Manas will uproot all the sinful trees of Kalikal that will come on the banks of the river. Hail Lord Siyavar Shri Ramchandra. Say hail to your own mother and father God,